Hello everyone, this is Tendo64 and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Fallen Angel. Yeah, so much for getting back on schedule, huh? Yeah, it's been 2 months. I'm really sorry about that. I've just had other things to do and, the views were really low, so I wasn't really putting this on any sort of priority. But now I really want to finish this Let's Play so that I can move on to other things. And besides, the actual mod is going to be released within the next 2 months, so, I need to have this finished by then and whatnot. So, without further ado, let's continue where we left off. Well, the school day is over. Time to head to the literature club. However, after yesterday, I don't really know if I want to go back. How am I going to face Yuri after seeing what I saw? I don't even understand. Why would she do something like that to herself? It doesn't matter why she does it. What's important is that she needs help. I need to be there for her before she takes it too far. I walk into the club room. To my surprise, it's only Sayori and Monica here. Hello, Tendo. I'm glad to see you. I believe I owe you an apology. I may have acted a little bit out of character yesterday. That's a bit of an understatement. But at the same time, can you blame me? Yuri was very disrespectful as well. What she said cut me deep, if you know what I mean. I ball my fist. I think back to what Monica said to Yuri yesterday. A long ways for results. She knew about Yuri's habits, and she's done nothing to help her. Monica, you know what you said was wrong. You told your own friend to kill herself. I prefer the term clubmate. If we weren't in school right now, I'd wipe that perfect smile right off her face. Where's Yuri? I haven't seen her at all today. I'm going to guess that yesterday you saw what she's been hiding. Perhaps she didn't come today in order to avoid facing you. Monica's unfortunately right. Me catching Yuri in an act like that was probably too much for her to handle. I need to find her. I glance around the room once more. Where's Natsuki? Well, while Yuri may have been fairly rude to me, I'm sure you can imagine just nowhere near what Natsuki had to say to me. So as punishment, I told her to leave and never come back. What? If you saw how she acted, you would understand. In addition, we only require 4 members to be an official club. Thus, she was useless. I think back to how Natsuki said this club was the only place she felt comfortable in. And now, thanks to Monica, that place is gone not only for Yuri, but now Natsuki too. I'm done talking to you. I walk past Monica and over to Sayori, who's sitting quietly at her desk. She's staring blankly at it. I wave my hand in front of her. Sayori. She perks up.
Oh, hey, Tendo.
Why does everyone seem so off today? Well, gee, I don't know. Sayori, are you okay? You seem kind of down.
I'm fine, see?
Sayori gives me a big smile. But it's not a genuine Sayori smile. Sayori's smile can brighten up even the darkest of rooms, but this one just leaves me cold. Sayori, you know if something's bothering you, you can tell me, right?
Everything's fine, Tendo. Go play with the others.
I could if the others were actually here. If you say so, Sayori. Sayori's most likely still upset from yesterday's events. That only leaves me and Monica, and I'll be damned if I go to talk to her again. I guess I'll go home then. This place just isn't the same if I can't read with Yuri. As I turn the corner and start walking towards the exit, I see a familiar pink figure at the vending machines. Natsuki? I wonder what she's still doing here after school. She hasn't noticed me yet as she's on her hands and knees looking under the vending machine? Everything okay?
Ah! Tendo, what the hell are you doing? Are you stalking me?
I was gonna ask you what exactly you were doing.
Well, that's none of your business.
I look down at Natsuki's hands and see she has a handful of coins. Stealing! I'm just kidding. Natsuki, why are you holding...
Don't. Please don't say anything. if anyone saw me doing this.
And what exactly are you doing?
Tendo, if I tell you, do you promise not to tell anyone?
Of course. This is strange. She's not pushing me away like she normally does. I know Natsuki isn't exactly the assertive girl she makes herself out to be, but to see her this vulnerable.
To tell you the truth, I don't exactly have an ideal home situation. It's just me and my dad, but he hasn't been doing good at all. He goes in and out of jobs regularly, and with the little money he does make, he uses for himself.
I'm speechless. I can't even seem to wrap my head around what she's saying. Are you saying...
He doesn't have any money to give me for lunch, and at home he rarely ever makes food at all. I learned that I could find coins that people dropped into the vending machines. It's humiliating, but it's the only way I can afford to eat.
I'm drowned by the flood of realization. Everything about her makes sense now. Her small size and defensive nature, it's all because of her dad. I do my best to cheer her up. Natsuki, why don't you come back to the club?
Is Monica there?
Well, yeah, but
then no thanks.
I'm just gonna stay here for a while.
I'd rather be alone than at home.
I want to help her, but I don't know how. I whisper to myself, first Yuri and now you. Natsuki hears me nonetheless.
What happened to Yuri?
Let's just say after yesterday I feel as though Yuri might need my help.
Well, I may be able to help you.
Really? How?
She lives just down the road from me.
Can you show me where?
Why, so you can stalk her?
Natsuki, I'm serious. For her safety, I need to know where she is.
Okay, fine, but if I hear you did anything to her...
Yeah, I know. Can we please go now? Natsuki leads me out of the school. As I walk beside her, I can't help but feel uneasy as to what she said about her father. But right now, Yuri needs my help. As for Natsuki and Sayori, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Natsuki stops and points to a house.
There it is.
Thanks, Natsuki.
Whatever, just keep this day between you and me, okay?
She walks off and is eventually out of sight. I make my way to the front door. Here I go. I press against the doorbell. No answer. I knock loudly on the door. Yuri, it's me, Tendo. I just want to talk to you. I look up into one of the upstairs windows. I thought I could spot a purple figure peeking from behind the curtains. Quickly, she jerks the curtains shut. Well, this is definitely the right house. How can I convince Yuri to let me in? Aha! I bang on the door once more. Yuri, I brought her book. I figured since you weren't at the club today, we could read it somewhere else. Within 30 seconds, I hear the sounds of locks turning. Yuri slowly opens the door just enough to speak through it, but not enough for me to see inside. Tendo? You shouldn't have come here. I know, but I couldn't help but be worried. Yuri, may I please come in? No. Oh, freak, Tendo, you should leave. Yuri starts to close the door, but I shove my hand into the small threshold. I'm sorry, Yuri, but I'm coming in whether you want me to or not. This is definitely considerable as a break-in at this point, but I don't care. If Yuri hurt herself and I did nothing to stop it, I could never forgive myself. I can sense Yuri backing away from the door. Thank you. Once I walk into the house, Yuri stands before me. If I hadn't known any better, I'd have thought she kept in here for weeks. Standing this close, I can see her arms clearly. Or I guess I should say what's left of her arms. It's clear some of those cuts are fresh, and it has to be made recently. If I hadn't come, who knows what would have happened. Yuri. I'm sorry that you have to see me like this. I'm not really comfortable sharing this side with me. Then I won't make you share. I pull out the book of my bag. Eternal isolation. Hey, it's not called eternal isolation. It's called internal isolation. Wait, is it? Oh no, I got it wrong too. Never mind. I think it's infinite isolation, isn't it? Okay, so we both got it wrong, but it's worth that you got it wrong because you're the one who made it up. How about we just sit down and read? In the short 2 days me and Yuri have had, we've already made a third through the book. Okay. For the first time, Yuri's eyes leave the floor and look up at me. Is it fine if we sit on the couch? Yes, that's fine. Tendo, do you mind if I go clean myself up very quickly? Of course, Yuri. Take your time. Thank you. With that, she turns around and darts upstairs. What did I get myself into? I take a seat on the couch and wait. Bzzz. As I'm looking around the room, my phone vibrates in my pocket. Huh? You can't run from me forever. Who the hell? I type out a response. Who is this? Zzz. She doesn't deserve you. What the fuck is going on? Who is this person and how do they have my number? Tendo. I jump out of my seat from the unexpected sound of Yuri's voice. Yuri is now standing on the other side of the couch. I'm lucky she's not some sort of assassin because she easily could have snuck up behind me and snapped my neck. Is everything okay? Yeah, I was just waiting is all. She's now wearing a cotton sweater to hide her arms. You didn't wait too long, did you? Not at all. Come sit down. I gesture for Yuri to sit beside me on my side of the couch. Are you sure? Well, how else are we gonna read together, silly? Yuri takes a deep breath to calm her nerves. She then looks back at me. I suppose you're right. With that, Yuri slowly steps to the side of the couch next to me and stiffly sits down. Only 90s kids remember the original background before it was changed. Yuri takes the book from my hand and opens it to the page we stopped at previously. As we continue reading the book, we are following the main character. She is now forced to live the rest of her life in a small cell with no human contact. She is constantly haunted by visions of her dead husband who is brutally hanged in front of her. She is also tormented by hallucinations of the guards laughing and mocking her. She's slowly starting to spiral into the dark pit of insanity. In her cell is only a bed, toilet, mirror, and a small window that peeks outside that is too high for her to see through. In her emotional breakdown, the woman breaks the mirror and shattered glass falls to the ground. She stares at her reflection in the broken pieces. She picks up a long shard of glass, and she presses the cold glass against her skin. In my panic, I jolt back and take my eyes off the book. I stare at Yuri, who fails to meet my gaze. I go back to the first day I read with her, when I told her that the main character reminded me of her. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Tears begin to fill Yuri's eyes. Hey look, it's my song. This is the quiet version though, because I do not believe that this demo was released before I amped up the volume. So now it's stupidly quiet. In the final release it'll be about the same volume as the other songs though, so don't worry. Do you know why I shared this book with you, Tendo? Because I don't know how to properly communicate with people. I don't know how to speak my true feelings. I don't know how to show people who I really am. The only thing I know are books. I had hoped that by sharing this book with you I could somehow show you a glimpse of my mind. But now I realize that was a tragic mistake. Because now you see who I really am inside. Yuri. I reach out to grab her hand, but she jerks it away. Tell me why you're really here, Tendo. What? You didn't come because you wanted to read. You came because you felt sorry for me. You thought I would hurt myself, or even maybe... She trails off. You're right, Yuri. Huh? She looks up at me. I stare deeply into her lavender eyes, and they pierce back. I didn't come here originally to read with you. I came because... I hold back my tears. Because I was worried about you. Because I want to help you, Yuri. What you're doing is dangerous, and I want to help you stop. But, Tendo, I can't. Don't you think I've tried? I know the dangers of it, but I can't stop myself no matter how much I want to. Why would now be any different? Once again, I reach for Yuri's hand, except this time she doesn't move away. I held her hand gently wrapped in mine. Because this time, Yuri, you're not alone. I'm going to help you, and we're gonna get through this. Together. Why help me? All I've done is bring you into my twisted world of pain. And every time you show affection, I push you away and tell you to leave, yet, for some reason, you stay. Because, Yuri, because that's what friends do. They stay by each other no matter how hard life gets. I don't have any friends, Tendo. That's not true. Because now you have me, and I won't let anything or anyone hurt you from here on out. From here on out. I thought there was an out at the end, sorry. Yuri looks down at her sleeve. I can see dark red stains forming in the cotton. She didn't clean her cuts. I reach down towards her sleeve. Her other hand quickly latches onto mine. Tendo, please, let me help you. I accidentally read that half in Yuri's voice. Crap. She slowly exhales, then hesitantly releases her grip on my arm. I slowly roll up her sleeve. Now that I'm this close, I can really see the damage. This poor girl has completely mangled her arm. Lines upon lines of cuts all in a row. Some new, some old, some shallow, and some dangerously deep. Do you have a first aid kit? Yuri nods and stands up. I get up and she takes me to the bathroom. Alright, I'm going to stop it right there, because I don't want this to go on for too long in case I messed something up in the recording. I believe I already made a save file here. Just be sure I'm going to overwrite the save. Alright. Well, see you guys next episode. I might record that tonight, or I might record it from like a week ago, or a weekend from now or something. I don't know. I'm going to try to get this out soon, though.